You know, it's okay. I can remember one night that at my local track here in Long Island, and Chad Little comes up to me with an envelope. I mean, a big envelope, a big manila envelope. It had the total purse in it for the. Chad goes, well, what am I supposed to do with that? So I hit Score at the time, who was familiar with it. He goes, oh no, we have to break it up and put it into little envelopes and pay the teams. Chad goes, I'm not doing it. It had to be like 40, 50 grand. I was like, holy cow. It was back in the days when our local place here in Long Island was $6,000 to win. Now it's a third of that. But why is that? Well, there's a lot of reasons. But a lot of it has to do with the economy. A lot of it has to do with these other series that these teams are willing to race for $1,500 to win. A set of tires still costs the same amount, and 22 gallons of fuel still costs the same amount. But I'll tell you what, if you were to hold up a trophy and so, we got a parking lot out in such and such a town, and we're going to have a race here. Whoever wins is going to get this trophy. They're going to be there. That movie Field of Dreams about the baseball. Field of Dreams, build it and they will come. Make a racetrack, you'll have race cars out. You may not have a lot in the beginning because a lot of people got to say, oh, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens there. Let's see if they treat that guy good. I don't know. Put the envelope in the trunk of my car. Yeah, I wish. But it's you look at purses that are paid. I was just at a SAFER meeting, Suffolk Association Figure 8 race, and we were talking about purses, and we were talking about how the purse in the Figure 8 division here in Long Island has not changed. In fact, it's gone down over the last 15 or 20 years, and a lot of that. When I say the purse, the total purse paid out for the Figure 8s is if they have a full field, it's around $2,800, $2,790 something, whatever it is, and it's like $400 or $450 to win. But it's been that forever. And when you think about it, the pit fee has gone. The pit fee has tripled in 20 years, and not just here, like everywhere. The pit fees have tripled. The cost of a set of tires has gone through the roof. Racing fuel is insane. And I remember going to a track upstate to race and talk about control. Talk about control. A little guy comes over with a little cart. You need welding insurance? Now, for those who don't know, welding insurance is this. If you need welding done to your race car because of something broke in practice or the qualifying event or your race, whatever, you pay the welding insurance, whatever it might be, $5, $10, $15, whatever it may be. And they fix it, no matter what it takes. Don't have welding insurance if it's a welding job and you got to pay the prevailing rate. So you got to go, yeah, I'll take welding insurance. So he goes, all right, you got to go in the office, you got to buy it. They give you a ticket that proves that you bought it, and you give me the ticket and I put your car on the list. All right, so go all the way to the office, buy welding insurance, come back. Another guy goes, I said, where do we get fuel? Oh, you get it from the fuel guy. So I go to the fuel guy with Joe. I need 10 gallons. You got a ticket? What ticket? I don't pay you. No, you got to go to your office. You got to tell them how many gallons you want. They give you a ticket. Come pay me. And they, based on how many tickets you got is how many gallons of fuel you get. All the way back to the office. And that's how it was. And why is that? I'm like, is the promoter making that much money on these things? And maybe they are, maybe they aren't. Maybe it was just a control thing. But I know at some racetracks, these vendors, as we call them, these vendors pay a fee. They pay a fee. They pay for the spot. Some racetracks, not only do they pay us a fee to be there as a vendor, but then there's, and I'm going to say the word kickback, but I don't mean in a bad way, but the owner or the promoter of the event gets a piece of the pie. So they get, I don't know, 10 cents a gallon on the gas or 20 cents or 50 cents. I don't know. I'm not involved with that. It's, I don't know. What are you guys talking about? Uh, oh, okay. Oh, I'm back. I didn't go nowhere. But, you know, when you think about those things, think about, you know, a lot of people say, oh, that tire guy, look, he's charging, you know, whatever, $150 for a tire, $600 for a set. What are you kidding me? I went to a track and such, the same tire was $100. All right, well, first of all, maybe you went to that same track and it was in Minnesota, in the middle of nowhere, and the cost to get it there maybe isn't as great as to get things onto Long Island. I'm just saying, they're throwing it out there. But when you think about that, he's got to get the tires there. And what track that? They got to get the tire there. And it's all based on the deal that the owners or the promoters made with the tire company and what percentage of the tires that they get. And is there a fee given back to the racetrack because they're an exclusive on, you know, Goodyear tires or whatever. You know, you look at the Cup Series, it's all Goodyear. It's all Goodyear. You know, years ago it was whatever tires you wanted to run with. But in NASCAR, again, they're able to police things. Everybody had to have the same tire. So now you go to the tire people, in this case Goodyear. I need X number of tires. I need, you know, how many sets of tires for so many teams and blah, blah, blah. And this is what we need. This is what we have to have. And because you're getting so many, the tires are supposed to be cheaper than you know, but it's all about, you know, again, people are quick to knock NASCAR and say, you know, oh, NASCAR is making all. What does NASCAR make? Think about it. They don't promote NASCAR. It's like the NFL. You know, you go to see the Jets or the Giants play, whatever they call that stadium now. It's had 3 names since its inception. When they go there, you know, it's the Jets and the Giants when they're playing who set the ticket prices, who set the food prices, and the owners of the facility decide that, you know, if you want to buy, you know, Jet season tickets or Giants, you have to have a license, you have to pay a license, a public licensing fee or whatever it is, you know. The NFL has nothing to do with that, just like with NASCAR. And NASCAR has nothing to do with what the ticket prices are, what the prices are paid, and how much the food costs. NASCAR is just a sanctioner body that says, hey, we're going to put on a show. And they send letters out to all the possible competitors. Hey, we're gonna race at Speonk Speedway, and the race is this day, and practice is that day, and qualify is this day, and we open the gates at this day and the time, and this is what we're paying to win, and this is what we're paying down the line, or the total purse is going to be XYZ dollars, and people show up. Sometimes not a lot of people, but they show up. You know, that's you know, the things that. I can't stress this enough because I'm you know, and you know, I know I got rid of my black hat. I'm not, you know, not the bad guy no more as people used to think I was, but I'm sticking up for NASCAR here because it's so true. I kind of get tired of hearing how NASCAR, you know, is ripping people off, and NASCAR is this and NASCAR is that, and NASCAR is not doing the right thing. You know what? I know some race teams that aren't doing the right thing. Are there some promoters out there that aren't doing the right thing? Absolutely. Are there some track operators out there that aren't doing the right thing? Absolutely. Are there some facilities out there that are run by corporations not doing the right thing? You betcha. But you know what? All NASCAR, Mike Helton told me this at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. He said, Joe, all we do here at NASCAR is put on a show. And our job is to put on the best show that we know how. And our job is to take care of the sponsors who pay to put this show on. And I got that lesson when I was up in the race control, and the race went green for a long, long time, and Mike Helton said, we need a commercial. And we had a commercial. And speaking of commercials, we're going to take a break. We're overdue. We'll be back.